Uh-huh. Okay, we got it. We got it. Hello, Plexus friends. Welcome to our weekly 10-10-10 call where we have a 10-minute testimonial. Today it's with Senior Gold Brandi Gideon. I have not heard her story on a call like this, so I am so excited about this. Give her a shout out down below for showing up quite last minute, you guys. We also have 10 minutes of business training, and this week it's from Diamond Cheryl Muller. You guys, I met her. Cheryl, when did I meet you? I think it was in 2018 at Jewels of Excellence here in Arizona at corporate. And there were only like 12 or 13 of us, new Jewels. And we're like, hi, nice to meet you. Like first day of school. So much fun, you guys. And last, we'll have some product training by me on Mega X. That is our company's incredible Omega. So you're going to want to have your notes. And let's go. So a couple things too about this week, you guys. We do actually have a ladies' night happening this week. We have not done like a legit old school Facebook ladies' night in ages. We're going to help you invite your people, help you follow up with your people. And if you want to be on there and share, let me know. It's going to be incredible. We're giving out prizes and all the things. Keep you posted on that in our chats. Next, I want you to know this too. This is about next week, but 5 of our senior rubies on our Guts and Grace team are headed to Scottsdale, Arizona, to home office, to Rubies on the Rise. When you become a senior ruby in our company, this is like a newer thing they're doing, and I think it's so incredible. They're like, hey, these are our up and coming jewels. We want to pour into them as much as we can because we know that they are pouring out like crazy, leading these huge teams. Okay, so I'm so excited about this because they're coming to my neck of the woods. I get to see them. And also next week is our first Guts and Grace team retreat from Thursday to Sunday. We're visiting corporate, you guys. We're hanging out. Some of my Diamond documentary is also going to be filmed. We're probably going to go hiking. We've got some really, really good food on the schedule. It's really important to me. Some training and just hanging out, like lounging. So you guys, when retreats come up, try to earn them. And don't worry, something else might be coming this next spring. Let's do this thing. Okay, Brandi, you take it away. Thank you so much for sharing your health testimonial with us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm Brandi, and I am Senior Gold with Plexus. So I actually started about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I wasn't very consistent at first. I actually have hypothyroidism, which I was diagnosed in 2015, shortly after my twins were born. And so ever since then, I've been going back and forth between thyroid medication dose, thyroid brands. We just could never get my levels normalized. So finally, last year, I reached out to a friend who was doing Plexus, and I said, hey, what is this? I've seen a lot of thyroid stuff about it. Like, I just kind of want to know. And so she let me know. I ordered, and then I wasn't very consistent with it at all. And so then I went to an endocrinologist, and she put me on some new medication that just completely took my anxiety like tenfold, and it was terrible. So I went off of that, went back to my nurse practitioner shortly after that, probably last October. And then I started taking my Plexus stuff consistently on Triplex. So since then, which this is such a huge win for me because I want to say, trying to think here, every 3 months or so, I was probably changing my thyroid medication dose since 2015. Pretty miserable. So finally, last week, I went and got my blood work done. My TSH is normal, my free T3 is normal, and my free T4 is normal. And it's been a year consistently on these products. So I am on my thyroid medication still, but I do know these supplements have helped keep my dosage at the dose I'm at currently. I also have Hashimoto's autoimmune disease and PCOS. So all of that combined, like, it is a lot, and we all know all that stuff can cause so many different symptoms. So I just want to say that like Plexus has truly helped keep all of that normalized for me, including not just my blood work, but also the symptoms that go along with it, the brain fog, the depression, the anxiety, the anything and everything you can think of. It has helped me so much. And I'm still healing. Like I'm not, none of us are 100% all the time, but we are healing our guts, which is helping all of our diagnoses that we may have or may not have. So that's pretty much my testimony. It's real short and sweet. Wanted to keep it short and sweet, but it's been ongoing for years. I mean, 7 years since I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and just, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's so frustrating. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have that same kind of issue. And it's funny to me that I've learned a lot more people have thyroid issues than they know of. Because as we know, it's one of our biggest hormones that we have that control all of those things, plus our gut health and stuff. So that's what's affected. Our gut health affects our thyroid. So it's truly been a blessing for me to be able to share these products with so many people, because it's helped me, and to have that normal blood work finally, 7 years of not having, normal blood work for more than 3 months. So super, super exciting to have all that finally.
Brandi, thank you so much for sharing today. I did not realize this would be a thyroid testimonial. I just didn't. And I will tell you this right now, I have 3 different potentials with issues with their thyroid. 3. So if you guys have people in your spectrum, in your place that have thyroid issues, point them to this call. If you're on our page, and this is going to be put up on Facebook as well, or sorry, on YouTube. Sorry, I'm trying to mute people at the same time here. You guys can point them to these stories and say, check out my friend Brandi. Do you guys realize that? Yes. Also, in stories today, you can be like, do you have thyroid issues? You guys put up those polls. Do you have people in your life that have thyroid issues? Do you want to watch a video real quick? Brandi, that was absolutely incredible. Last thing we absolutely need to know as well is, what products are you taking and loving right now?
Yes. So I am still on the triplex. It's what I started with, and it's probably what I will continue to take. So I'm on the Slim, the ProBio 5, the Bio Cleanse. I also add in Ease once in a while, kind of when I feel I need it, right at this moment. And then I also take X Factor Plus, which is our multivitamin. So it's super helpful with the thyroid as well, because it has, vitamin D, vitamin B, all of that stuff in there that your thyroid needs to function properly. So that's what I take consistently. There's other products I take as well, but that's my main thyroid products.
Unbelievable. So helpful. Thank you for being on today. We love you. Congrats on Senior Gold. You guys, she's in the Growing Good Guts line. So that's Allie and Brittany Schumacher, and we have Brittany Johnson, all those lovely ladies over there. And Allie just told me yesterday, she's like, just so you know, Brandi is a diamond. I'm like, oh, okay, good to know. Oh. She is. We know you totally are. Thanks for sharing, friend.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now we are right off into our diamond business training. And I am just so happy to have Cheryl here. She is, when you grab a sideline sister and you know them and you watch them grow and change and expand, and then you see them at Diamond Destination in Kona, and you're like, we did it. Our teams are so amazing. You guys, the joy just multiplies. So Cheryl is known for bringing the fire. You guys, she is under Alita Allen. Her and her other diamonds, like her uplines, her sidelines, her downlines, they work closely together. I'm always talking about growing a jewel army, like people that you can run with, bring your strengths with, and be better together. That is exactly what Cheryl has done, and she is just going to bring it to us today. And I have a few quick things to say about her. I had to ask her all the things. You guys, she's been married for 33 years. Whoop, whoop. She has 1 daughter. Her name is Megan Malakovic. That is her diamond level 1. You guys, Megan is an incredible trainer and you have to go follow her on Facebook. Guess what? Megan also lives next door now. And that was one of Cheryl's Plexus dreams, to live next door to her daughter and her grandchildren. She has 3 grown stepkids also. You guys, she joined Plexus in July of 2016. Cheryl, I joined in late February of 2016. She went Emerald in July of 2018. I did in May. Oh, we got part of the same journey here. She went Sapphire in April 2020. Boom, baby. And then Diamond in May 2020. So, man, Sapphire and then Diamond right after. Her favorite product is Ease. Anybody else love Ease? Tell us down in the comments. And I mean, I just took five at once because, you know, colds, the flu, all that. So good. This is her top tip for becoming a jewel in this company. I love this. I asked for her for a quote or her top tip. She said, just be you, be authentically you, all caps. Your customers and teammates are attracted to you and no one else. Also, here's a little fun fact about her that I love. You guys, it took her 8 months to go silver. Oh, I love that. You know why? Because we have so many people on our teams and in our lines where it can just take some time for them to hit that first rank. Yes, it's 3 level 1s, but we don't know why that happens. Sometimes their friends and family are just like, we don't want to join you yet. We want to watch you first. Sometimes people get scared and pull back and hide out for a while. Sometimes somebody just might need you to come along and vision cast for them and say, hey, I know you haven't hit silver yet, but actually I already know you're not meant for silver. You're meant for emerald, sapphire, diamond. Let's do this. Let me help you, right? Okay, enough from me. Cheryl, take it away. Thank you, friend.
Well, gosh, like I'm going to come on your Zooms all the time because that is just, you just make me look amazing. So thank you. But I'm telling you, Bridget and I, like I loved our jewel class and there were 16 of us. And like now for jewels of excellence, they have like 50 and 75. They never had a class that small. And it was so intimate that we all have still remained friends. So that's just super cool. And I love running into you on all of our different travel escapades that we have. And it's just fun. And we pick each other's brain and we throw out questions like, are you ready if you had 1,000 people say yes today? That's what I asked her at Leaders Retreat. And we were like, the 2 of us, I'm like, I don't know where that came from, but that's what I'm thinking about systems. So anyway, I'm so happy to be here. I'm hoping that I can kind of condense this, but I'll get in what I can. So I want to start with, this was one of my little downloads. I want you to know that you are perfectly loved and that you are worthy just because you're you. And sometimes we need to remind ourselves of that. It's just always a good thing because, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes we have days that we just need to know that. So I wanted to tell you that. So we recently have done an event. We do a quarterly event called Level Up, and we have our business builders on there, and we all speak on different topics. And Alita really wanted me to share my heart, like not have a lot of notes, just share your heart, because we started talking about all these pivotal moments and like just like times when you draw your line in the sand, or it's like you have to make a decision at different points along the way. And, and you always wish it's just like that, but it's never like that. It's like more like that, right? So, all right, the first tip, and we laughed at this. I'm telling you, we would go to events and laugh about this. And then we realized, oh my gosh, this is like the best tip ever. Okay, get yourself a running partner. Okay, so we would have these sip and sees, in-person sip and sees, like years ago. And she would say, Cheryl, what's your top tip? And I'd say, get yourself a running partner, because Megan, my daughter, is my level 1, and she just ran with the business. And I was like, everybody needs a running partner. But here's the thing is that that just creates momentum. And we know that when things are in momentum, they just keep going. Everything's exaggerated. All good things are exaggerated. Bad things you don't even care about, right? So we realize that getting yourself a running partner is really what you need. And we really think it should be like one of your level ones, right? And so you do all the things with them, you run with them, and then they get their level one, they hit emerald or whatever, and then they get a running partner, and it works. It's amazing. It is seriously amazing, because here's the thing: you attract what you are. You attract that energy, right? People feed like they feed off of your energy. And so you have to think about that is what is going to get you to where you want to go. But then what you have to do is you literally have to duplicate yourself. I want to know, you guys raise your hand. Have you ever said to yourself, I wish I could just find another me? I mean, I still say that, but here's the thing, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. I mean, it's just so true, because you're attracting, and you will find another you attract your energy. And if you did it once, like if you get to gold, you get to ruby, you make it to emerald or whatever, once you do that, you can keep doing it, right? And you learn, you've got so much more experience that you can do that. And here, okay, ready for this? This was like a light bulb moment when Alina and I were talking about this too, okay? You'll hear people say, I don't have anyone, I don't have a network, I am not a salesperson, whatever, whatever. They're just excuses, okay? And maybe they're valid, in your mind, between your ears, but it really isn't true, okay? So here's the thing because what you want to do is you want to build a team. And the way to do that is to build leaders. You want leaders, okay? And John Maxwell, I mean, I've listened to it 100 times. I keep listening to the same chapter about the law of explosive growth. You want to grow leaders, okay? Because they're going to grow and expand your entire team. If you have customers, you're just building followers. Okay. And there's just such a big difference with that. You have to build leaders. And so here is the thing. Okay. Maybe you've got like these dream teamers, or just someone that comes to mind, and you've talked with them and they're just like, they're not really getting it. Maybe you even vision casted about why they'd be amazing. But here is the thing. If these people that you're thinking about, right, who are going to be your next leaders, if they already understood network marketing, okay, they would already be doing it, right? Because they would be an entrepreneur. Like, I mean, it's just like, boom, like we blew our mind. They would already be doing it. So guess what? You have to pursue them. That's your job. You pursue them, because really that's what Alita did with me. She just would not let me alone in the most loving way. Okay. And I didn't tell you anything about myself. I just jumped right in here. But the funny thing is, and I don't believe in coincidences at all. Everything is providence to me. I started as a Mega X customer under Alita. Like, is that the funniest dang thing ever? So I started as a customer, and I tell people that because if you're getting frustrated, okay, that's a you problem, first of all, okay? That just means you're not growing. But so it's easy to get frustrated with other people. So you got to turn it around, hold up the mirror and say, it's me. And then you got to keep going. But like, she pursued me, and like I made pacts with people that I was never going to join Plexus. I didn't know what it was. Like, I wanted nothing to do with it. And then she got me on Mega X. I was over at her house once, and I was just talking to her while she was cooking. And I said something about wanting to lower our cholesterol. And she was like, we got a product for that. And she like swung around the counter, had her laptop. And before you know it, I was signed up as a Mega X customer. So anyway, that's crazy. But here's the thing. I didn't even know what network marketing was. I had bought and heard about, like Pampered Chef and Longer Burger and all these things, but I never even knew what network marketing was before I started. Okay. So pursue who you want on your team and don't let up. It might be having lunch with them. Like I think Jennifer Leith pursued Alita for 18 months. Like you can't get weary and tired. Okay. You just can't. All right. So that's get yourself a running partner. Okay. Then you need to develop yourself as a leader. So I kind of talked about how you want to grow leaders. You don't want, yes, we all have customers, but they're just going to be follows. We want to grow leaders. And the thing is that we always have to be growing. So I kind of changed a little bit about what Bob Heilig says about network marketing. I really think it's a leadership and a personal growth program that has a compensation plan attached. Because here's the thing, I am not the same person I was when I started. Like in no way, shape, or form. And it's not that I wasn't okay before. It's just, I'm like, wow, like personal growth is amazing. And you have to dive in. I have something going on all the time. When I'm on my way to the gym, when I'm on my way home, when I'm making dinner, when you're folding laundry, you just put an earbud in. You can do something if you make a choice to do it, or you can make an excuse. It's up to you. So you do that and you read books and you listen to podcasts. And here's the other thing. I just thought of this. You know how you really learn about something? You teach it. Okay. So I remember Jen Leith asking me, oh my gosh, she wanted me to teach about one of the chapters in the 5 levels of leadership, the John Maxwell book. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've never done that. So ask people to get out of their comfort zone and put them in positions that maybe they're not ready for, because that is how they grow, or if you have a Zoom like this, or, giving your product testimony for the first time, or whatever that is, you really need to do that, because like, it is amazing. Like, I seriously can't believe how well we get paid to help people with their health and their finances. Like, it still blows me away. And we need to share that enthusiasm with people, okay? And you can get, in busy management mode. It all happens. We realize it, and then you get out of it. So here's something else that we thought about. Okay. If you are a high recruiter, okay, I'm not. Okay. Jen Leith calls me a quality recruiter. Whatever. I still need to work on recruiting. But if you're a high recruiter, you have a high rate of rejection. And I don't know if you ever thought about that. They get more no's than anybody, high recruiters do. Okay. But guess what? It works in reverse. If you are not a high recruiter, okay, you can just sit there in your little safety zone, okay, and not get out of it. Because I tell you, one of the things is I always own where I am. And there are so many times I just love my comfort zone. It is so comfy. Like, that's the biggest thing that I have had to overcome. But it doesn't really get you, and nothing happens in your comfort zone. So you have to be bold, whether it's a motivational video that you listen to or whatever it is, someone pump you up, like whatever, you just need to do it. And you have got to build your belief. Okay. You need belief in the company. Okay. You need belief in the products. Okay. You need belief in network marketing. You need belief in our compensation plan, and you need belief in you. Like, that's the biggest thing. We work against ourselves. Like, we stop ourselves all the time, and it's just a belief issue, and you just have to get out of it. You just have to get over it. Okay. All right. The next thing is take authority. You really need to take authority. Okay. Like, maybe like Brandi, like, she needs to act like a jewel now. She needs to act like an emerald. She may be senior gold, but you just go out there and you just act like an emerald. Like, own it. Own what you have built so far and your success. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm here to tell you that's another really hard one, because Alita's like, you are my most successful diamond. And I'm like, I don't feel like it. Like, I am just like, dang, like, really? She's like, what is your problem? And I'm just like, okay, and so you really own it. So like, after she told me that, I thought, I am owning it. You know what I mean? And like, in a good way, right? And the other thing is, you really have to be bold when you're talking to people. And if you talk about, and yes, we can talk to people about the products, but if you talk to people about the business and they say no, you can default to, oh, well, I know you'd love the products anyway. If you start out with the products and they're like, like, you can't say, oh, you'd love our business. Like, it just doesn't work like that. And that's a hard transition. It really is, but you can do it. You can be bold. But here's the thing. Are you really asking them to do the business? I really want you to go back to chats. Like, sometimes you think you are, and even, oh, just share your referral code, link or whatever, like, that's not really asking for the business. Yes, that will start them out and get them silver and things like that. But I really want you to, be bold about sharing the business. You help them go silver, then you help them go gold. If you helped anyone go silver, you can become a jewel. Like, you just do it over and over. But again, building leaders. Okay. And just be a boss and show up like it. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. And don't wait for someone to tell you what to do. Okay, that's another one. Okay, just do it. Just freaking do it. Okay, just do it. Don't wait. Okay, and if it doesn't go well, then so what? You've learned and you do it differently. Okay, all right. Here's the other thing. This is another moment. You actually have to work your business like a business, because otherwise it just doesn't work. Okay, it was Senior Ruby when I finally realized that I needed to make a decision. So my background is I'm a CPA. I owned my own CPA business. That's what I was doing up until then. And really, this was my first full year that I didn't buy my tax program. I didn't download any software. I cried when I said goodbye to my last 5 clients. They cried with me, and because I've had them for over 30 years, the ones that I had. And, so again, I'm just going to throw it. Sometimes there's a little cost and sacrifice. That was one of them I was willing to make. But I knew at Senior Ruby, I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, do you want to go forward, or are you just going to sit? I was sitting on the couch. I remember it. And I was just like, what are you doing? So you really have to decide. And I decided then that I needed to go forward. Okay. Because you're going to get paid as a hobby if you work it like a hobby. And here's the thing. Don't be afraid, okay? Or let pride get in your way of like making that decision. I don't know why I wrote that down, but it must have been something that I was thinking about. Well, because you know what? So part of me said, oh my gosh, you're a professional, you're a CPA, you went to college for 4 years and now you're going to do network marketing. Like, and so those thoughts went through my head, but I had to take them captive and just stop it. Right. So that was a definite pivotal moment for me. And don't take anything personally. Okay. You just can't. Like, we're going to have bad days or whatever, but don't take something that someone says personal. Be like a duck and just let it like beat off. Okay. Seriously, because they don't pay your bills. They don't know anything really about what you're doing if they're saying things that hurt your feelings, and just let it go. I'm telling you, just let it go. All right. And yeah, okay. And one of the other things is, maybe don't say, oh, I'm not good at the back office. I'm not good at this. Whatever. Be good at it. Figure it out. Ask people all of those things. Okay. And you just be focused, because the thing is that we just jerk around all day long, scroll on Facebook. That's not working our business. We could literally do it in 2 hours and be a diamond. Okay. Like, if you did that focus work, do the thing you don't want to do first. Okay. That's another thing that I have Like, I'm just like, if you don't message that new person, you cannot do whatever it is. Okay. So I'll do that. And what I love, the other thing is you can't drag people along, okay, in treating it like a business. Like, you just like don't do that. Because the other thing is, I love that our the new mission statement is igniting hope, health, and happiness to those that want more out of life. If you're dragging someone, they don't want more out of life, move on. There's plenty of people in the world. Okay. I signed up a new person on the who I met at Kona Airport. Like, I hung out with her and her husband, and I think they're going to be business builders. So like, just move on. Okay. You have more of a network. You create more of a network as you go along. Okay. And I'm not even getting to like my big thing, because I know that we are running late. But here's the thing. The one more thing, and really it has to do with like confidence and being very stable. Like, own thing. Like, when owning it, like, you really need to speak with confidence. Even if you don't know, when you're in a chat or something, you'd be like, I know exactly what you need. And then you get out and you message your upline and say, what the heck? This is what they need. What do I tell them? And then you hop back in, you say, this is the package for you. And, and things like that, like, really, and being very stable. I am very stable. Like, don't be wishy-washy. Don't fly off the handle. Don't freak out. Like, navigate with stability. I realized from the John Maxwell book, I'm a navigator. I can guide people. I'm very stable. I'm even keeled. Like, nothing gets me off course. I'm a navigator. And it's like, yeah, I love that. So, all right. And the last thing, okay, is, because I always told you about showing up authentically you, is be coachable. I mean, really. I add that onto it because people think they're coachable, but guess what? You have blind spots, and they're called blind spots because you cannot see them. Allow someone to speak into your life and guide you because they love you. Being clear is kind, and receive it that way. Okay. That's what I got for you.
Oh, is that all, Cheryl? I mean, it was like writing as fast as I could. You guys. Well, Cheryl, I want you to go to the comments, to the chat, and just peek in there, because people are like, oh.
I will.
Cheryl,
Well, thank you for having me. I want to hear your spiel about Mega X.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you started on Mega X. That is bizarre to me. I had no idea. You guys, I love when Cheryl said, if people understood network marketing, they would be doing it. Yep. I was like, whoa, I have some educating to do on stories on my Facebook wall, like in person. Oh, maybe you don't know what this is. You guys, let's just run with everything she said. I love it. The getting or running a partner. You guys too, we can outgrow people that we've been running with. And this is really hard. It doesn't mean that you leave people behind. You're like, I'm not going to hang out with you anymore. But if you've been aligning yourself with people with the same points, but you really have not had the same actions and same leadership qualities that you've been growing together in, you've got to branch out. At a certain point, I had to do this, and I literally cried over it when it hit me. And my husband was like, Bridget, you're not leaving your team behind. I'm like, I know, but it kind of feels emotional, because I stayed friends, but I was like, I'm ready for the next level. And I don't know if they are. I need somebody who's doing the same actions with me every day, who is showing up, who's going to speak truth into me and be like, nope, get it back together, Bridget. So find that person, pray about it, look around, ask your sponsor, talk to Sidelines, you guys. And this is another reason why I'm so excited for our senior Rubies to go to Rubies on the Rise. You guys, these events, going to convention, going to leaders retreat, you start rubbing elbows with other people, and you're like, ooh, you bring the fire out of me, girl. Let's hang out a little more, right? So I loved all of it. Cheryl, we're going to move on now into Mega X. Thank you so much for everything you brought to us. I trusted the Lord was just going to speak through exactly what we all needed to hear today, and I believe he did just that. Right, guys? Everybody unmute yourself and say thank you to Cheryl real quick. In case she has to hop up.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, who's ready to learn a little bit about our Omega? I want to know who's on our Mega X right now. Don't be shy. Even if you love all Plexus products, you might not be on it. Okay, Cheryl's still on it. Janessa, Julie, anybody else here like that I can see right now? Okay, this is gonna be so good. So here's the deal. Omegas, you guys, do you realize it's the one supplement that people will be most likely to jump on first with you? I read this, and how interesting that Alita put Cheryl on that, because most people know from like a magazine cover that they saw at the grocery store or just hearsay, right? Everybody should be on Omega because it's good for what? For brain health, for heart health. We've been hearing that for years. So there are a lot of people in my life who I know are already on fish oils, right? Here's the deal. Omegas are good for brain health, heart health, and reducing inflammation, and for stress. Those four things. Do you have customers that have any of those issues? Anybody want to prevent heart disease? Hello, all of us, right? You guys, Mega X is so special because it is not a fish oil. Hey, I'm a big fan of fermented cod liver oil. I've healed our kids' cavities with fermented cod liver oil. I am not against fish oil. We use Mega X and we use fermented cod liver oil. And we also switch on and off as is necessary for our family, okay? However, what's so cool is that with Mega X, you're not worrying about mercury that many fish oils have. You guys, it's all herbal, okay? We're talking about the main oils in it are pomegranate, ahi flower, and avocado oil. You guys, also Mega X is not just an omega-3. So when you grab a fish oil, it's usually just omega-3, which we'll talk about why everyone should be bringing in more omega-3s into their diet, especially in America when we're so high in omega-6 from all of our vegetable oils, canola oil. Every time we go out to eat, you're getting in all that yucky omega-6 that opens up inflammation responses in your body. It's really not good. However, Mega X also has some omega-6 in it. And I'm going to put this out there right away because when I go to people about Mega X, a lot of them tend to be crunchy people. I have a lot of crunchy naturalistic friends who are reading labels. They've had their families on supplements for years. And you know what? One of the first things they say is they're like, why does Mega X have omega-6 in it? That is bad for inflammation. You know what's so cool about our omega-6? Is that it actually turns into GLA, that is gamma linoleic acid, and it is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. Your body takes in the omega-6 coming from the particular oils that Plexus chose and converts it to GLA. Your crunchy friends will love you for knowing this, which just boosts up your anti-inflammatory properties in your body, okay? Okay, so here's the deal. Most fish oils only have omega-3 fatty acids in them. We have 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Okay. Now, omega-5, 7, and 9 are rarely spoken about, but they are incredible for your blood sugar, for your skin, for weight loss, for supporting the liver, for resilience for your body that is easily triggered by toxins, by stress, by poor diet, you guys. Omega-7 is incredible for eye health. And I'm going to quickly list these oils that are in Mega X. And don't worry, I'll list it afterwards. I'll put all of this stuff in the comments of our chat, okay? We have raspberry seed oil. It has omegas 3, 6, and 9. You guys, it's nature's sunscreen. Did you know that? You take in enough raspberry oil on a regular basis, your kids will not get sunburn. Our kids don't sunburn. They've been on Mega X forever. You know, I have gingers. You guys, fair skin kids, okay? It works. Broccoli seed oil, omegas 3, 6, and 9. It's an amazing antioxidant. And if you want that glowy, plump, youthful skin and the shiny hair and the healthy scalp, if you have people in your organization that have eczema or psoriasis or any of these things, they are going to want this just literally for the broccoli seed oil, you guys. So awesome, right? Ahi flower is one of the main components to Mega X. I did not realize this, but it is a supercharged version of flax and chia seeds. It has omegas 3, 6, and 9 in it. lowers bad cholesterol, lowers blood pressure, decreases plaque in arteries. And I'm going to get into the cognitive function of so many of these oils. It decreases inflammation. It metabolizes very efficiently. I'm leaving some of these things out. There's just so much. Again, it's going to all be in the comments after this. The next is avocado oil. I know many of us cook with avocado oil, omegas 5 and 7. Great oil to cook with, you guys, and make salad dressings with. Highly recommend you get the Chosen brand from Costco. It's a great deal. Lasts forever. Again, great for blood pressure. Decreases inflammation. Really amazing for arthritis, you guys. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. Avocado oil is actually very, very good for wound healing as well. So post-surgery recovery, your people are going to need a wonderful omega. Be thinking about your customers right now, you guys, okay? Next, okay, so you guys know that our Ease capsules are an incredible omega-3 product. So a lot of people, I know for me, when Ease came out, I just was like, I'm going to kick Mega X to the curb and I'm going to like beef up on, you know, on Ease to be my main omega. You guys, it's not enough. It is incredible. It's very anti-inflammatory because of that omega-3 coming from the New Zealand, right? The green lipped mussel extract. However, man, it's really, really important that we take care of our brains. And I'm going to bring this up right now. You know, we say our gut is our second brain. Just deal with the gut and then our brain will heal. Yes, yes, yes. However, our brain, and let your mind be blown at this, is our first brain. Like, we have to feed our brains directly. And there are certain foods and certain oils that do that. And oh, baby, watch out for this. So here's the deal. When you take Mega X and these particular omegas, there are EPAs and DHAs. You mamas know, like when you start taking your fish oils and you're trying to get like your kids to take omegas for the brain health, right? EPAs and DHAs, it's added into formula, right? You guys, these suppress inflammation, they promote healing, and they protect against cellular damage. This means brain. This is why I'm moving to the brain. Why this is important, you guys, is think about people with Lyme and people needing to detox from medications they've been on over the years, from vaccinations they've taken, people that have degenerative diseases, brain diseases, you guys, people who are finding that their memory is going down with age. What do we always say? We're like, oh, can't teach an old dog new tricks. Oh, my mom's memory isn't as good as it used to. Or even me, I'll be like, oh, I'm in my 40s now. Oh my gosh, am I just getting old? Like, why can't I remember that piece of information? You guys, it is because the myelin sheaths that coat our nerves in our body, in our brain, you guys, get damaged over time by stress, by the food that we eat, by environmental toxins, and by just flat out aging. So what we want is we want something that's going to protect the sheaths that coat our nerves, right? And rebuild that sheath. Now, it takes a lot of time to rebuild that myelin sheath, but you can rebuild it. You guys, that is Mega X. That is Mega X. And that's why people with Lyme, people who are very, very, very anxious and quick to be startled at noises, like even like little noises, or feel very stressed out a lot of times, people whose skin might be crawling, or they have autoimmune issues where their bodies are hurting, their skin, their joints, their faces, everything, you guys, it's right here. We need to be protecting that myelin sheath. Who is like about ready to order Mega X already? I mean, next, I'm going right into the neurotrophonic factor. An easier way to say this is basically brain elasticity. I read an incredible book a couple of years ago by a woman named Debbie Pearl concerning brain elasticity in our cells and in our kits, that we can actually get back our memory, that we can make our brain more flexible as we age with certain exercises, actually using our brains. You know, they say if you don't use it, you'll lose it. With our brains, that's the way it is. My grandmother, she was in her 80s and she was doing like crossword puzzles every day and all these things. She was reading the newspaper still. She was sharper than a tack. And I know some of it was her really good diet and genetics. However, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So many people, I'm going to say this, even as we age, they get frustrated and end up having mood problems. Some people even move into depression, you guys, and anxiety, not even necessarily because they have poor gut health. What if it's because they're frustrated about their brain fog? Or they're frustrated that they're struggling to learn new things. They're frustrated because on our team, right? I can't learn Instagram. I can't learn boards. I can't figure it out. It's taking so much time. Well, how encouraging that you can grow in your brain elasticity if you feed your brain those right omegas. Okay. This is about, yeah, I am like skipping stuff here right now. Literally, do you want to get smarter? Do you deal with focus issues? Have you had ADD or ADHD issues in the past? How about your children? Do they have behavioral issues because they can't focus sometimes? Are they dealing with sleep issues? You guys, this is so, so big. Learning disabilities are on the uprise. We have autism, behavioral issues, the sleep issues. And apparently, take note of this, most of you on this call already know this, our boys tend to need more omegas than our girls. They blow through it quicker. So take note of that. So feed your brain, you're going to have better brain elasticity. That means your brain is going to get more creative. It's going to find more solutions, even in your business. I'll bet you anything, you're going to find this. I know for me, as I've gone on longer in this business and taking better care of my body with supplementation, I'm way more creative than I was in years past. I feel like I actually am. I feel like I am getting a little smarter. Anybody else? Okay, next. I'm gonna talk about the skin. The skin. You know, skin gets a funny rap. People are like, I'm not into anti-aging. I'm pro-aging. So am I. I'm all about what's the word? How about graceful aging? Mara Lisa, did you just say that? I was like, I'm gonna try to read her lips, right? You guys, that just means that your body is being fueled well. If your skin is healthy, it shows that your insides are doing well. Wrinkles and sunspots, all of that, skin sagging. Oh my goodness, look at my neck, right? We're sagging this. I mean, we have stretch marks, we get cellulite, all those things. A part of that is just a part of aging and life. But here's the deal, you guys, if you're not getting the right omegas in your body on a regular basis, those things are going to be triggered faster and you're going to go downhill way faster than you would if not. Okay. Did you know that Plexus Slim, I can't stop, J-Mitch. I'm sorry. I just can't stop it. Okay. Okay. She's the one that gives me my go ahead. I feel good. I'm validated. If Jay mentions, I'm okay. Did you know that Slim helps our bodies create a lovely pH balance on our skin? In taking Slim internally, no, I'm not making Slim into a paste and rubbing it on my skin, although taking it in causes the pH balance of your skin all over to have a better, more balanced pH balance. When that happens, it's way easier for your body to hold on to those fatty acids that are going to come in through your food and your supplementation. And what does that mean? That means the plump, the juicy, the glowy skin, the fine lines and wrinkles that seem a little bit more smooth, right? Your skin stretches out when you have babies. But again, if while you're having babies and before you've been putting in all this goodness, you're going to be way less likely to have stretch marks because your body's going to be like, I know how to bounce right back. I am high in elasticity. I am high in collagen. Also, get this. Where did it go? Collagen. If you are taking collagen with Plexus through Joyome, did you know that Mega X and those omegas in there literally prevents collagen breakdown? So our collagen starts going away in our early 20s. So we have to bring it in whatever way we can. But every day, my collagen is like, bye-bye. Oh, I'm totally see it. I'm like, oh, is that crepey skin? Crepey? I don't know. I'm thinking about crepes, French crepes. And that's how my grandmother said them. And I know some people say crepes, but it's okay. She was born in France. Anyways, but like the crepey under eyes, some of those things, again, you guys, I'm 45, but I will tell you, since getting on Slim 6 years ago, I have anti-aged. My whole family has seen it. My husband has seen it. Things are plumper. Some things shouldn't be as plump, but it's okay. We're working on those things too. Okay, I'm going to bring up menopause because menopause is coming. You might be like 32 and like, I don't have to worry about that. I'm so long. Start balancing your body now so that when menopause comes, you're like, boom, 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 done. You guys, the sea buckthorn oil is incredible. I mean, are you taking sea buckthorn oil every day just naturally? Like, oh, I'm going to drink my, no. Oh, Allie is, of course. Okay, except for you. Okay, fine. You don't need Megax. Just take all your oils separately and spend all the money doing it. But you guys, sea buckthorn oil and the broccoli oil are so good for our hormones. So again, be thinking about your customers. This is what we do. We serve our people. We go to them and we say, hey, I know you're still dealing with PCOS or that hormonal issue or PMS, or like you're like looking at menopause here. Hey, take a look at Mega X. It is incredible for the hormones. Next. Yeah, we have so many flavonoids and antioxidants coming in with all of these oils. It's out of control. So you're fighting against disease. I'm going to quickly go into this, how to take, and then I'll wrap up with some other fun facts if you care to stay on, okay? Because how to take is pretty important. So it's been said for years and years, and I know you know what I'm going to say, that Mega X and ProBio 5 or Mega X and Vital Biome taken at night together are incredible for sleep. And there is so much. Cheryl's like, yeah, you guys, all of, and I hate to say your older friends, but there are a lot of people actually dealing with sleep issues that are younger as well. But I'm noticing my 50s and older, like I'm almost 50. I'm one of those older people, pretty much. Wow. Anyway, you guys, they need better sleep. And a lot of it is that their bodies are not taking those probiotics and ProBio 5 and able to hold on to them. Basically, Mega X comes in and I don't like the word lube, but I'm going to use it anyways. It like lubes the intestinal lining, and so that the good bacteria and ProBio 5 can come attach. And you want that because you don't want that candida growing there. Okay. So taking Omega X with your ProBio 5 at night is fabulous. Hey, I have some new information though for you as well. Another great way to take Mega X is taking it with your X Factor. You can take it with X Factor Original or X Factor Plus, you guys, because why? I wrote it down. Oh yeah, because that aloe, when coupled with the fat soluble stuff coming in from Mega X, just causes the absorption rate of everything. So it's going to cause the absorption rate of your X Factor to go up by 300 to 400%, and the absorption rate of all your Omegas and Mega X. So tip, you could take one Mega X with your X Factor during the day and one at night. Or if you really want to douse yourself, I mean, Lori Bradford, she's way up in our upline. If you get up close and personal, you'll be like, your skin is just divine. Like that's me in Hawaii. Like, how are you 52? And she's like, yeah, she takes four Mega X every day and has for so many years. There's something to it. Okay. So again, no fish burps, you guys, mercury free, contaminant free, gluten free, non-GMO. We know that the sources are organic for those of you interested in that. And I think that's where we're gonna wrap up, because basically you just need this. We all do, so do our children. So enjoy your Mega X. I am realizing right now that I know I have customers that have not heard about Mega X from me. And I'm like, okay, that's where we come in and we provide solutions. I'm thinking, how can I help more people in my downline, right? Who might want to add this to their subscription? You guys, I would love to make a graphic for you that just says you might like Mega X if, and then you could send that out to your customers. I know that's something that I would use. Let me know if you would use that too. That is a wonderful way to provide customer care every single month and weekly. You guys, as we do these calls, you can take down a couple of notes, and you don't even have to have the graphic. You can be like, oh my goodness, my friend Bridget was just talking about like brain health, and I'm thinking about your memory issues, and silly me, I haven't brought up Mega X. Okay. Have a great day, guys. That was such an incredible call. Thank you so much to Brandi and Cheryl. Love you all. Mwah! Have a great day and happy Monday. Let's make it a good week. Let's go serve some people some health and happiness. Bye.